Okay, my name is C.H. Shankar, lecturer in zoology, Government Degree College for Women, Karimnagar. Today we discuss about birds migration. Okay, generally the migrations takes place by the birds and fishes. We are studying in the second year zoology. Generally we are discuss about birds migration. Okay, so the migrations means periodic to fro movement is called migration. Migration is periodic movement. Periodic to fro movement is called migration. Generally, the why the migration is takes place. Generally, the birds are warm-blooded animals, so they are unable to tolerate unfavorable conditions. Generally, the unfavorable conditions are in winter season. So, what are they? Low temperature, storm season, and raining season. So, this is and one more thing, there is no daylight, proper daylight for feeding. Generally, in high daylight days, they are collecting more amount of food because of high light is present. So to avoid these reasons, generally the birds shows migration. Birds shows migration. Migration is the yearly seasonal journey undertaken by many species of the birds. During this journey, birds cover distance of many kilometers. So the Arctic tern, even though can migrate from north pole to south pole. Okay, so the most common types of migration are those carried out by birds in the spring and autumn. Spring and autumn. Okay, so in the autumn they travel from breeding grounds in the north to winter grounds in the south, and vice versa in the spring. Generally, so the migration takes place from breeding feeding grounds to breeding grounds. The migration takes place to feeding grounds to breeding grounds. Here the wintering grounds, these are called feeding grounds. So next, breeding grounds. Okay, so the grounds are changed according to season. Generally, the birds that migrate is called migratory birds. Generally, the birds are migratory birds and non-migratory birds. Okay, so the birds are which show the migration, those birds are called migratory birds. So some birds are may not show the migration, those are called resident birds or non-migratory birds. So some bird also shows partial migration. So those birds are called partial migratory birds. You know about the migratory birds, the pelicans and storks and herons. These all are coming from central Russia, the which is habitat is which the habitat which is present in the Siberia. Okay, so this is about migratory birds. So generally the partial migratory birds are present um, near the hills. You know about the Himalayan range, the where the plain ranges are there. So the plain ranges birds migrates to high hill range. So these are all called partially migratory birds. So some birds may not shows migration, those are called residentary birds, like some what is some birds like sparrows and crows. So these are the residential birds. And why do birds migrate? Birds depend on the amount of available food in the area to survive and raise their chicks. Generally, the more abundant foodstuffs are present in the area, the birds may not show migration. So the birds depend on the amount of available food in an area to survive and raise their chicks. So for that the birds can show migration. So when there is a shortage of food in one area, they move to areas where the more food is available. So first reason. And changes in the amount of available food in certain areas are related to change in the temperature. So sometimes the temperature also can prepare the birds for migration. So these changes occur in different seasons in different regions of the world. Okay. So here the north and south two poles are there. Generally from north pole, from northern hemispheres, the birds migration to southern poles in autumn, and whenever the autumn is over, whenever the time ready to spring, the birds migrate to the north. The birds migrate to the north in spring. So this is about the why the birds migrate. The types of migration. First one is latitudinal migration. So in this, it is the movement of the birds from south to north and it vice versa. The American goldflowers can shows south to north. Okay. The several North American and Eurasian birds cross the equator to spend winter in deeper and warmer parts of the South America and Africa. So the several North American and Eurasian birds cross the equator to spend winter in deeper and warmer parts of the South Africa and South America. Okay, this is about latitudinal migration. Second one is altitudinal migration. So in India, number of species during summer migrate from plains to slope of Scandinavian Himalayans Canyon 1000 feet of above sea level. Okay, so here the migration from slopes to high hill areas. So this is called altitudinal migration. So generally common woodcock. The common woodcock can shows altitudinal migration. Altitudinal migration. So this type of migration takes place where the hill ranges are there. Generally the migration from hill ranges to mountain or plain areas. Hill ranges to plain areas. In general, in plain areas, the different cultural agricultural farms and fields are there. So in that fields, the birds can collect the food, and where the hill areas are present, so those are called breeding grounds. Those birds can make the nests and lays the eggs and rearing the chicks. So that is a breeding area, and this is feeding area, where the plain area where the collecting the food. And longitudinal migration. So generally the longitudinal or east west and vice versa migration also occur in some birds. Generally the migration east to west. So the Patagonian flower migrate to north to east in the America. So this is a longitudinal migration. And the partial migration. In such cases, all the birds of a group of migratory birds do not leave the native land. Visible throughout the year. Okay, this is called a partial migration. In such cases, all the birds of a group of migratory birds do not leave the native land, visible throughout the year. So generally finches and red breast shows this type of partial migration. And erratic migration. So erratic migration occur in a great blue cuckoos. In such birds, after breeding, the adult and young many stray from their homes. Okay. So, whenever this type of migration is takes place, so young one and adults are reaches to their homelands. Okay. This is about erratic migration. So, this type of migration performed by the blue cuckoos. And seasonal migration. So, according to season, the birds can choose migration. So, that type of migration is called seasonal migration. So, first one is these are the three types. First one, climatic migration. Due to daily or seasonal change in the climate of the environment, so the climatic migrations are takes place. So generally the ducks and geese, these are shows seasonal migration. And elemental migration. Okay. So generally occurs as a result of food or water shortage and may occur at any time in the year. So generally, so in any time in the year, the scarcity of food and water shortage, so the birds can show migration. This type of migration is called elemental migration. Next, gametic migration. So it occurs for breeding purpose only. So the gametic migration occurs breeding purpose only. So the most of birds perform gametic migration. The most of birds can perform gametic migration. For example, the cranes which is coming from Siberia, these are migrate to and Andhra, Telangana, especially where the lakes are present. So especially this type of birds can show the migration where the hill forest areas are and plant area is there. The migratory birds can inhabitate where the lakes are present and where the plants are present. So then only these birds can make a residence on the plant, and these birds can collect the food from fields and as well as lakes. So this is gametic migration. This type of gametic migration takes place in Andhra and Telangana, especially number of lakes are there in Ramappa Lake and Pakal Lake, and some birds Nizamabad and in our SRSP. So the number of birds shows this type of migration. And migratory routes. The birds that migrate from Africa to Europe to breed in the summer are called summer or trans-Saharan birds. So generally, summer and trans-Saharan birds also present. Okay, so these are the migrate routes. Generally, the migrate routes are mainly two types. Generally, the birds can cross the equator whenever the winter takes place northern hemisphere to avoid the unfavorable conditions. So the birds migrate to southern hemisphere. So in the southern hemisphere, the temperature is very high. So in that whenever the temperature is very high, so in northern hemisphere the proper suitable conditions are there for living the bird, then only the birds migrate from southern hemisphere to northern hemisphere. So this type of situation takes place million years. So then only the birds can make a instinctive behavior. The migration is nothing but instinctive behavior. And migratory routes. So birds like swallows and bee eaters, storks and birds of prey, including black kites, so vultures and common kestrels, journey from Africa to Iberian Peninsula to spend the summer. Iberian Peninsula to spend the summer. So this is about migratory routes. And interesting examples. Okay, the migratory birds do journey from the distance of many migratory birds it journey from one pole to another pole, so covering nearly 40,000 kilometers. This is nothing but Arctic 10. Arctic 10, so that is the longest distance. You can migrate longest distance of any migratory bird. It is journey from one pole to another poles 2 times a year. Nearly it can cross the 40,000 kilometers. Over occurrence of the its life about 26 years, the Arctic 10 can travel up to 1 million kilometers. 1 million kilometers. So next, interesting examples. The white star. Okay, the white star provide an example how the amount of food available affects birds migration. These storks used to come and Hibernian Peninsula to spend the summer and breed. Then the autumn they migrate to Africa to winter. There are. However, more and more storks new winter in the peninsula. So generally this is due to a greater number of rubbish dumps that provide them with food throughout the year. Okay, throughout the year the food is available, so then only their population number is increased. It is likely to that the change is also related the migration temperature relating of the climatic changes. Okay, so this is about migration. So here generally whenever the migration takes place, some important characters are there. Generally the speed of the migratory birds, they can travel up 30 to 50 miles per hour generally, and some birds swifts like they can migrate up to 30 to 50 miles. Okay, and the migratory birds distance, generally the uh, uh, Arctic tern it can travel 17,600, and golden plover it can travel to 9,000 miles. Okay, the barn swallows and they can travel 14,400 kilometers. 14,400 kilometers. Okay, and one more thing here,